society level.
Societal scale, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay, so
Well,
no,
hey,
this is
well,
okay.
start.
No, stop the recording. Because this is, if you would have started recording 20 minutes ago, yes. But if you start out with what I'm about to say, it's literally gonna make us look like a bunch of straight cis scum. Because literally,
Just go.
All right, fuck it. Here we go.
YOLO.
So, I don't want to blame everything on this because it's gonna make me feel like a fucking scumbag. But with the entire invention of Tumblr and social justice warriors,
Wow.
you have to think that we went from, okay, yes, there were very, very scarce, like, riots like there was in Ferguson, right?
Yeah.
But because of the fact that the world went from being racist against people that weren't white to a lot less racist, and now for some fucking reason, we've backed up in time, and now different nationalities have fucking this viewpoint that all white people are terrible and fucking all, like, African Americans or black people are oppressed and talking to a woman is sexist, and like we're going back to this fucking everyone needs to stay in their own little groups and fucking deal with it that way society. But at the same time, that's not true. You have, like, Tumblr, for example. That fucking place is a goddamn echo chamber of magnificent proportions. You've got
Yes, and
300,000 people shouting the same opinions at each other, all saying that straight white people are fucking scum, straight people are scum, males are scum, fucking...
But they don't learn from that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
one of the problems.
And the reason the one thing that you have to understand is, with the birth of the internet, it also made it extremely freaking easy to offer your opinion to people over
like-minded people,
over
that is
and over. Not to mention another thing that just pisses me off personally on a personal matter. I'm sick of people calling things trolls, even on media level. When people say like trolls are attacking or something, it actually makes me hate life. But that's beside the point. All this stuff, like I said, I hope to Christ that it is only ripples in the freaking,
in the stream.
In the stream,
but
it will eventually fade.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, and I honest to God hope that's true too. But at the same time, for that to be true, you would see things like this third wave feminism, all men are horrible, like this really bigoted and very hateful worldview. You would see them fading, but they're not fading. They're gaining strength in multitudes.
Yes, I know, and that's what's going to happen. It is going to build up.
I realize that it's only been a couple years, but when that couple years has gone from, the Trayvon Martin thing happening, 6 years ago, was it now, or 3 or 4 years ago, something like that?
Something like that,
that was like the start of it. A white dude, the dude wasn't even fucking white. He was freaking from Mexico or whatever the fuck.
Latino?
Latino. From a Latino dude shooting a black dude, and everyone was like, oh, Trayvon's this really nice kid, even though he had pictures posted of stacks of money and guns. And we went from that to people just straight up lying when they're on video, like with the Ferguson riots. Like, 2 weeks ago, there was yet another riot in fucking Ferguson for whatever the fuck reason. And out of fucking nowhere, 2 cops get shot from the peaceful, in quotes, protesters. Now, you can say, yes, all cops are racist. Well, when you're having a peaceful protest and suddenly shots ring out and 2 of your buddies drop, you're going to be fucking careful and you're going to start pointing your fucking gun because you don't want a bullet coming at you or anyone else in your line.
But another thing is that is just freaking humans as a whole. When they get into groups of hordes like that, with lots of what's it called? Wrong information. It's very easy for misinformation. That's what I was looking for. When they have that much, that's what happens. And that's one thing. That's one thing that we can only hope.
That's
in
fight
the future.
Or flight. That is the fight or flight response.
Exactly.
is-
But at the same time, like, you have to think of it as like, if a small amount of people, because I mean, let's just talk for the Mike Brown thing, right? You had
Well, let's go ahead and
The-
forget. Let's go ahead and forget. All of that and race. Put all race aside. We're just looking at the overall spectrum of what's going to happen in the future.
okay, yeah.
Let's go
I
ahead and
got
drop
you.
that. Let's just
Okay.
move to the new
I
subject.
want to fucking bring back up the whole thing of the next generations, because it's kind of, we have this thought in our head where it's, I'm right, and it's not.
Nobody
always
can
the
tell me
case.
otherwise. I'm
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's only perpetuated because, like, again, as I was saying to Dag as you were away, bud, like, in the past it was like-minded people got to meet each other and talk to each other, but they didn't agree on everything, so they grew from other people. But with the invention of the internet, it's everybody can talk to each other, and because of that,
At any time.
yeah, at any
Anywhere.
time,
As
and
many
because of
like-minded
that,
people.
there's so many like-minded people that are almost exactly the fucking same, that it's come to the point where it's a giant fucking echo chamber, and they don't learn from it. And especially with things like they were talking on the stream, the bro fist of PewDiePie and all of that shit, these people that have talked to each other all these fucking times and don't learn from it, fucking think, oh, well, I'm best friends with PewDiePie because he's bro fisting me and stuff.
And
That's
like
the
I was saying,
point.
that is people being brought up on technology and not being taught by their parents.
Well,
Yeah,
no, I don't.
being
I don't-
That,
nice.
that is
I
a
don't think
parental
it's
problem.
all on the parents,
It's
but
majority on the
good,
parents.
yeah,
It's a
good
majority on the
of it.
parents.
But it's also the entire factor of, like, years ago, it was like, don't watch out who you talk to on the internet. Don't give your information out. Everyone's a fucking
Yeah.
pedophile. Everyone wants to stick it in your booty hole. But now it's like us. We've been friends for many years, and me and Bud both experienced this when we were gonna meet up in Texas before PAX. His parents were like, "Hey, look out! You don't know this guy. I am
Yeah.
a fucking 6'5", 400-pound fucking beefcake. No one can fucking abduct me. You would have to literally tranquilize me to fucking abduct me." And my aunt was like, "Hey, look, there is this fucking 5'3" kid that weighs 150 pounds that's gonna be able to abduct you. You need to be careful." I'm just sitting there like, really? No, I don't think he could fucking drag me.
Have you
Because
seen
my
Dexter?
body was limp. I don't know.
watched
Get
it
3
live.
people and you might be able to. Let's be honest here.
You need to get chains
But-
in a fucking tow truck.
Exactly. But I mean, like, the entire thing of the kids they're more focused on, like, the social media and shit like that instead of actually going out and meeting people face to face.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to discredit internet friendships at all. I would
Fucking
literally
7
not
years,
be
dude.
where I am. I would not be where I am at this day. I probably wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for the people that I've met on the internet. You guys and other friends that I've met. But at the same time, you need, even if it's 1 or 2, you need real life friends. You need to be able to do this. You need to be able to get the social understanding that when PewDiePie is like brofist at the end of his videos, that's not him. That's him connecting to you, but that's not him connecting to you on an individual basis. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know who you are. You're not.
You're not his best mate. You can't
You're
ask
not
him
his
out
best
for a
friend.
drink.
Yes, exactly. You can. There is no physical connection there.
Yeah.
Now, if it was PewDiePie and 15 of his most loyal subscribers that have been there from the very beginning, and he knows their usernames and he knows their names, and they've met up somewhere, then yes, I can understand someone thinking that they might be his best friend if they're able to, like, text him or something and fucking maybe go out for a drink sometime.
Yeah.
But if you're just one of his 35 million subscribers, I'm sorry, man, you can't consider him your friend.
So where
Like-
would you place you and the Chicken Man?
I've known Chicken for 8 years.
He
so
has like 1,500 people watching him right now on the YouTubes.
He has 1,500
Twitch.
people watching him on Twitch? What the fuck? No way.
Chicken playing. I assume that's the same Chicken Man. Is his name just Chicken? Twitch.tv
Yeah.
/Chicken.
Oh my god, he is.
Yeah.
Fucking yes, dude. All right. Anyways, we're
He
fucking
blew
done
up?
with this. I really fucking hope so. He is one of the most deserving motherfuckers on Twitch. He is one of the most realist. Okay. Anyways, back on the fucking point
Yeah.
of our very long and tedious discussion. The kids they're not making they're still making the connections, but it's not a strong connection. It's like they're making acquaintances.
Yes.
And they're not learning the societal norms. Like the thing with Kacey and TB and all these guys that would just happen today, a couple hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
The entire thing of
What happened, Kacey?
I'll fill you in afterwards. But
Okay.
sorry. The entire thing of Sky is like, okay, well, you know, he makes his points or whatever, and while he does it in the incorrect way and is trying not to like call names, he makes a good point. You can't.
Yes, he does. And the problem with that, like as you said, finding the words for something, it's like you know it in your head, but trying to verbalize it is very
and
fucking
make it
difficult.
sound good.
Now
or correct.
TB all fair dues to him. Came in and kind of put words, not exactly in his mouth, but more so gave him the words in order to speak it.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And Sky learned from that, and you know what? I have fucking respect for Sky now, because it's like, okay, I did fuck up. How can I learn from this? And he, as he said, went straight to the fucking source.
Yeah. But I mean, that kind of got me off on point though.
Yeah,
like
sorry.
I'm still no, it's fine. I'm still stuck on the fact that I want to say it's like a mental issue, but it's not. It truly isn't. It's just the way.
It's a social issue.
It's a social issue. Thank you.
Exactly, and the whole thing about the social issue is, like I said, it is only going to, like right now, the whole social aspect. It's terrible just because of the internet, and the internet isn't even that old, and it's only 25 years old, something like that, and it is just now entering, and that's only like an entire generation, or like the start of a generation right there.
Yeah.
And we have tons of people in like, what's it called? We have like 3 generations of people on the internet, or probably more on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's hard right now because it's so jumbled.
Yeah.
And people are still trying to grasp and figure out, like, just like whole social things. Like when you're younger, people would put you up with like play dates. I never did that, but that's what some people do. They put their kid up with play dates so they can be social.
Yeah.
Now they just go on their iPhone and they talk to their friends on Facebook from school or something like that. It's changing.
And sit at home and play TV.
And parents are not monitoring that.
Yeah, and well, that falls on the parents. But again, you have to think of this kind of changes subject again. But with the introduction of the internet, people went from seeing what people wanted to show them to you can see every cruelty of the world now. You're not only being told that
Confined.
15,000 people died in Iraq today. You're able to go see the video of some guy being beheaded because the president of the United, or set on fire, or cut apart with a chainsaw, whatever, because the president of the United States refused to apologize or whatever their demands were, or send them $15 million. Like with the introduction of that, I want to say society got crueler, but
it did.
I wouldn't say that because of the internet. It was because I think it's because of the fact that people were able to see the cruelties that the world, or how cruel the world actually is.
I don't think it was just that.
Plus the anonymity.
And I was just going to bring that up.
Yeah.
It's you can be yourself. Like you said before, like you're more real with us than with your dad or Nick or whatever the fuck. And that's the same with me. I'm more real with you guys than I am with the rest of my family or my real friends. Yeah. Because there is a social barrier there. What is acceptable, what is not. On the internet, anonymity, you don't give a shit. Because nobody can trace it back to you except when they can.
Yeah.
And that's a problem in and of itself. Yes, having your fucking government ID on your internet line would solve a lot of issues, but again, fucking privacy issues and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, doxing is an issue now, and especially with like the recent rise in swatting, which is the most fucking retarded thing to ever have come out of the internet. And I hope everyone that ever fucking commits it, you get a fucking
You get
golf club to the
staked.
side of the goddamn head. And, 30 years in jail and probably a $300,000 fine for attempted fucking murder. Anyways.
And just like I was saying, in the past 115 years, there's been a lot of messed up stuff. And
Yeah.
that passes on generation.
Yeah, but that's...
And now with the internet open, everybody can talk to each other. It just hit the frickin' fan. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, at the same time, I kind of want to go back to the entire thing that me and Giga were talking about earlier. With, like Giga said before, you to I wouldn't say really reaffirm your points, but to meet people, you would go out to your town. If you were old enough to drink, you would go to the bar, have a couple drinks, talk to people, and you would meet friends that way. And the chances of you finding someone that you are 100% on the same opinions with on everything, 1 in a fucking million. Now, you can go to certain parts of the internet for whatever the fuck you want to be. If you want to be a fucking weirdo, you go to 4chan. If you want to be fucking fucking feminist, you go to Tumblr. If you want to be fucking
Lee Redditor, you can...
Lee Redditor, you go to Reddit. Like, you're able to meet people 300 million times easier that have the same exact opinions on you on everything.
Yeah, one of my teachers did her doctorate on that. That's
Really?
funny that you just thought of that off the top of your head.
Fuck, we've been discussing this shit for like the last hour, bro.
Yeah, I'm fucking sorry I haven't fucking recorded all of it. I've only gotten 16 minutes of it. But it's like, this is like fucking... It is a social issue. Now, that doesn't require social justice warriors or all that fucking bullshit. But it's to the point where the internet will get to a stage, and I am hoping that is sooner rather than later. The internet will get to a stage where everything just kind of chills out, and people become more media smart in what's real and what's not, because that is, I firmly believe, one of the main issues. And when that happens, we're going to get another surge, is the only way I can describe it. Because with the internet now, everything's up there. Now, in the future, it mightn't be censorship. But, it's... With that, people will find a way around it.
Yeah, but I mean, at this...
Like, we do that all the time.
I think right now another surge of technological advancements would be worse for mankind.
Oh yeah, it would.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, it depends on the technological advancements, though. I mean, if we're talking advancements,
let's go ahead.
like...
Let's go ahead and just say, okay, we've just found out that we just dug a mile deeper into the freaking earth, and we just found a new resource that is 10 times more powerful than uranium. It can supply the world with infinite power for the entire world.
Well, that's just a fucking pipe dream.
I know.
That's
I'm
a
just saying.
tragedy waiting to happen.
And we now have freaking
That's some World War material.
We now have cars that don't have to run on gasoline. Doesn't even have to run on solar power or anything like that. You put a gram of the stuff in your engine and herk-a-derp, you're good to go. Some people, most people, a lot of unintelligent people are going to say that, oh, it's fake and blah, 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 or won't support it because it will be, or it won't support it because it'll be the end to the automobile industry.
Okay.
Exactly.
They're actually closer to that than you think. Lockheed just announced that they think they have fusion down, which powers the sun.
The thing is, I understand where you're coming from, Bud. But I feel like, if we do have a super fucking huge breakthrough that's gonna like kill an industry, it's not gonna go. It's not even gonna be a thing. Like, let's be honest here. With the way,
at least not the moment it's found.
Like right now, society as it is, a lot of people, the only thing they care about is money. They're ignorant. They only care about money.
And like. The thing that sucks is the way that I have it in my mind that I can say this makes me sound like a fucking tinfoil hat nutter. To be completely honest, like, okay,
let's hear it.
I'm like, the only reason why I'm gonna mention this is because I'm super fucking salty about it because the entire thing with my mom. There was a fucking cancer discovery breakthrough 2 or 3 years ago. Some 16-year-old kid in a fucking high school lab, discovered this really thin piece of something that cost him like $17 to make. And it had like a 95% detection rate on most forms of cancer. The only fucking reason I heard about that was because I don't actually remember the reasoning, but it wasn't through mainstream media. It wasn't through any, super major news source. It was through fucking. I think I fucking love science. I think that's what originally tipped me off to it. I haven't heard about that shit since. I saw the one article. I could never find the article again. I haven't heard of anyone.
Well, that's one thing that you have to learn about, in today's, world. Like right now, my mom thinks that cancer's already been cured, and it's the cure for cancer is being kept away from the government. I know that's but it's possible, because do you have any idea how much money that
has been sunk into it?
That people are making off of people from cancer. Do you have any idea how much money they're making from chemotherapy?
I've seen the bills.
An entire industry gone.
Yeah. So I just want to expand on this. So if we actually end up publishing it, or end up editing it out, uploading it, I just want to give everyone kind of an
mysterious
insight.
Car crash, top cat.
Yeah, probably. I just want to give everyone kind of an insight of what breast cancer treatments and chemotherapy and stuff like that costs. My mom they caught the breast cancer very early and ended up going into her back. She had to get
metastasized.
Yeah. She had to get a bi-weekly shot that took 10 minutes. That single shot and 10 minutes in a doctor's office cost $15,000. That is just one shot. That does not count the pain medication that she was on. That does not count the chemotherapy cost, which was probably $10,000 to $15,000 per session, and that was 45 minutes in a room full of fucking cancer-killing rays. That doesn't include the hundreds of thousands of dollars that it costs for hospital visits, or hundreds of thousands of dollars that it costs for surgeries or anything like that. That is just 2 or 3 aspects of breast cancer that I realize people probably think is expensive, but I don't think people understand how actually expensive it is and how much of a profitable market it is. Like,
exactly,
the
and that's
detection
per person.
Tools for cancer alone are like $20,000. Now, who wants to fucking... Like I said, this makes me sound like a conspiracy theory fucking nutter, and I have no better way of explaining it. But do you really think that some dude who's at the head of a fucking multi-trillion-dollar cancer research... I wouldn't say research. Cancer... The people that fucking make the shit that finds cancer... is gonna look at this kid, the 16-year-old kid that no one's ever heard of, that just happened across this discovery that takes $15 and you can detect cancer and with a 95% accuracy rate. He's not gonna be like, oh dude, that'd be really helpful for all these fucking cancer-stricken people and all these other these thousands of people. You know how nice this would be for them? It'd be like, he'd fucking look at it and be like, no, fuck them. I can't make money off of that. What the fuck? Get that shit out of here. I'd rather fucking sit here and make $20,000 per person that walks into my office that found a fucking lump under their breast. Like,
you have all of academia, Dag.
And
what's
look,
that?
You have all of academia. You have all the people who are working on cancer in academia who don't make any money off of it, really.
Well, then props to them.
And also,
but I'm saying, if something was that good, I know enough about cancer to the idea that a one little 10 milligram, what were you saying, 10 centimeter
I don't remember it because I could never find the article.
Cancer is kind of silly because there's
I don't know, maybe
so
it was
many
just
different
something
kinds.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if that was true or not. I just saw it and I never saw it again. And in the back of my mind, I guess I want to believe it.
It probably just
for the pure fact that.
But that, what you're talking about, Dag, that's all down to greed. That's.
Yeah, if you want to talk about greed, how
it's
big pharmaceutical companies suing South Africa for copying their I think it was their
that's
HIV
just
medicine.
stupid.
That's just
Yeah.
fucked up.
That's not.
But I mean,
You
if we
don't
wanna
understand
talk-
why they do that, though.
It's no, like, yeah, okay, it's all greed, but that's
It's
fucking
not all
ingrained in
greed.
us. It's
What? How is it not greed?
Because these companies, they can't finance research. Basically, every drug that comes along, there are about 100 drugs that fail completely. So if they don't make a ridiculous amount of money on the drugs that succeed, they just go under, and there's no more new drugs anymore. Because we have a stupid capitalist system that fucks up the whole market.
That's greed.
It's not greed. It's just I spent $60 billion. I need $60 billion back, please, or I can't give you any more money.
Well, but the
Something like
problem there
like
is,
big pharma or something like that. They don't care. They have plenty of money.
okay, we're going way off track, but yeah, okay, in their own country, if they were pulling that shit, yeah, okay, sue the shit out of them, whatever the fuck. That's an intellectual property, not an intellectual property, a fucking patented property for that company. Yeah, okay, whatever. In another fucking country where the sales don't actually matter, that's a fucking
wouldn't be getting
problem.
them anyways.
They still matter, because if you don't defend they don't expect to get money by suing these people. There's no way that they can. There's no money to be gotten if they're not defending their intellectual property. That those patents go away.
Okay.
If you patent something and you don't defend it in court every time somebody comes up against it, you're gonna get fucked, and the patent's gonna get pulled from you. I don't
Problem with that is one of the I say defining features of the human race. We don't do anything unless we get something out of it. That is, we all fucking do that. No matter where you fucking look, no matter what you're doing, people won't do something unless they are getting something out of it.
Yeah.
That company is not getting anything out of it. There's no funds, there's no real fucking protection of their property, because someone else can just set up shop and do the exact same thing. And it's just, it's a deterrent.
It's not really concerned with the people in Africa doing it. They're concerned with it. It's another thing that's wrong with our intellectual property laws. That's the problem. Again,
Yeah,
like I was just
them.
saying. Yeah, but if they don't defend it in Botswana, when Merck decides to make a drug that GlaxoSmithKline was making, all of a sudden Merck has legal precedence that, oh, you weren't defending your patents, so I can make your drug now. Because that's I know it sounds retarded, but it's happened before.
I'll have to agree to disagree, but I can't exactly pinpoint exactly which point I wanted to disagree on. But yeah, we're going way
That
off
was the
fucking
thing that
track.
happened in Africa. I remember.
Yeah, I think I remember reading that somewhere. Literally, it's kind of like when we have. Okay, let's go all the way fucking back, because god damn it.
We're a little bit off topic from. Okay,
Just a bit.
so let's run down topics.
Thanks
we
a
went
lot,
from,
Em.
We've
we
gone
went
from the stream.
Just gonna love you.
the Twitch drama to
Society as a whole, then the
society
human
as
race.
a whole, and then no. Then we went to loneliness
Oh yeah,
and kids, and like thinking that you're best friends with Pootie Pie, and then we went to something else. I don't fucking remember. And then I decided to go on a rant about
then it
fucking
was
hug
World War II.
boxes.
Then it was the Korean War, Vietnam.
Oh yeah, that was the introduction to the internet.
Oh yeah,
Then we
Yeah.
talked about the cruelties of the
19.
world. And then I went on a fucking rant about hug boxes and SJWs because that's just fucking me.
Oh, there it is. It would
There
kill
it
him.
is. And then we went to start talking about Big Pharma and fucking greed. Man, we fucking hop topics like a motherfucker, don't we?
Somebody's
Yeah,
gotta
we do.
defend Big Pharma. Everybody shits on them. I mean, I know people in Big Pharma.
All right,
They're
dude.
not all
This
evil.
is our
They're not. They're not bad people. Nobody on the planet is a bad person unless they're really,
Hitler's kind of a
really
dick.
fucked up.
He's dead, though.
Like, I mean,
He doesn't count.
really fucked up.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
But
I mean, Bush was kind of a
problem-
dick.
It's
Sorry,
not-
I-
the
thanks,
problem
Obama.
is
Cheney
when it's when their
Political podcast.
intentions are seen as something that they're not. Like Sky's video. Like the complete, like he knew exactly what he wanted to say, and he
And a
said
lot of
it.
people seemed like they know too.
a lot of people seemed like they knew, but a lot of people didn't. And they carpet bombed him with arguments and all sorts of shit. And then that's where the whole fucking stream comes in. And then fucking Kacey and Destiny and what was it, Civ? Or
Civ
Shiv?
HD.
Civ HD.
Civ HD, yeah.
And fucking Sky were discussing it, and they were screaming over each other.
Well, the problem with that is
That was just a heated argument or a heated debate.
No. I wanna get this out of the way though. That was unfair from the fucking start. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so I think it was a really scummy move. Sky invited Caseytron on to his stream to discuss what she had wrote and what he had wrote in regards to his video, right?
Yes.
Her bringing Destiny into it was a complete fucking scumbag move. For one, Destiny's banned from Twitch. Sky could have gotten fucking in trouble for that.
Yep.
Because it's ban evading. And for two, Destiny is a fucked up human being, apparently. Fucking making fun of Asperger's and fucking saying racist shit. Like,
Yeah,
really?
no, the whole thing about fucking Asperger's, I fucking nipped that in the bud. Destiny's a fucking idiot for doing that in the first place. But the fact of the matter is, yes, okay, Caseytron brought on Destiny, but Destiny didn't help the issue.
No, he's a fucking screaming child. Like,
He
Sky...
knows he did exactly what Sky did, though. Destiny knows what he wants to say, he just doesn't have the words to say it. Also, he needs to stop screaming, because goddammit.
Yeah, like I said on multiple points on Twitter.
I just had a realization.
What's up?
This entire debate has been brought on by boobs.
Wow, it really fucking has, hasn't it? Good
Jesus.
job.
I want to play
boobs.
some video games. Anybody want to play? Hello?
No, we're having a debate. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Fucking yeah. The entire thing with I'm gonna continue going back to the point that it was very unfair. When someone brings you onto their show, onto their time, to discuss something that you have a differing opinion on, you don't immediately fucking blindside them with someone else that they have never talked to, and who is well known for being kind of a dick in debates. And on top of that, he's a fucking screaming child. Like, Sky would attempt to say something, and Destiny would be like, wait, no, shut up, fucking let me talk. Like, okay, if you're gonna have a debate, for one, you don't fucking do that. If the other person, if the other person is not interrupting you, then you have no fucking right to interrupt them. I don't care if you have literally a counterpoint that would completely shit all over their logic and completely shut them off the rest of the argument. You wait your fucking turn.
You wait for them to finish.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Or throw in a quip, like we have been doing this entire time. Like, we're like, okay, yeah, I understand that. Or we're not just like, well, what about, the square root of 2 that disproves your entire theory? I don't fucking know why I went there. Whatever, shut up. Fucking yeah, you can throw in quips or agreements or disagreements, but you don't keep raising your voice until you completely overpower the other person. That's just fucking morally fucked up. It's not morally fucked up.
It's just... Yeah, equals
fucking,
MC square boobs.
Yeah, that's just fucking dumb and dickish.
It's... Like, I get the feeling, like, I don't know Destiny. I don't know him personally. I've never met the guy. I can't say anything about his personality, but it seemed like he knew what he wanted to say, just didn't know how. And that was the same with Sky. Okay, Civ, all fairness to him, he actually kind of brought a lot of things down to earth, but even then, it wasn't enough to...
Well, I mean...
fucking... What's the word? Make something smaller?
Concise?
Yeah,
that's not the right word.
We'll stick with that. He didn't do it enough to concise the issue. The conversation.
The thing is like... The thing I don't understand is... This is my inner SJW coming out, is the entire fact that the issue was between Sky and Case. Well, actually, it was between Sky and female gamers that have cleavage on Twitch.
Yeah.
Right? And then you bring in Destiny, who even overpowers fucking Caseytron multiple times during the entire thing. She goes to say something and Destiny's immediately like, no, well, we think that's morally fucked up or whatever the hell he did. Like, for one, you shouldn't even be here, and this entire time you've been a pouting, screaming child. Like, why were you here in the first place, and why are you overpowering the person who the entire thing was started with to begin with? I mean, out of the entire thing of 3 hours, Kacey Tron maybe got 5 minutes of fucking talking.
If even that.
If even that, yeah. I mean, at the end, TB ended up coming in and being the goddamn referee and having more talk time than anyone else.
Yeah, true.
Like, let's be honest here. TB joined the call and everyone shut the fuck up and stopped screaming.
Yep.
I was fucking amazed. I was like, damn, dude, he commands that much respect? Jesus. That man's up a fucking god. Walks into the room and everyone's like silent. Like praise.
It's like,
thank you, Base TB.
What do you think, TB?
What do you think, TB? What is your opinion on this?
Like, I want to say, like, that... Okay, yeah, TB fucking does command respect. But I don't agree with everything they said. Like, I'll bring this up, right? Do you remember during the fucking stream, like, they were talking about fucking the women walking down the street and they'd be seen as sluts with fucking short skirts and blah, blah, blah. Like,
I don't remember that, actually. I must have muted. Rip.
Okay. Well, it was... I think it was one of Sky's points, but he was fucking right. And, you know, the point is that if a male was to do that, walk down the fucking street with fucking some sort of short skirt thing, t-shirt, he'd be seen as a fucking slut too. He'd be seen as gay and all sorts of other fucking things.
Yeah, he wouldn't be seen as a slut, he'd just be seen as a homosexual.
Yeah, and like, and not in like, oh, you're gay,
fucking queer.
That's whatever. He'd be seen as fucking gay as a derogatory term. That's the same with women. I guarantee you, if some guy with boobs decided to fucking show cleavage on a fucking stream, nobody would fucking watch it. Why? Because moobs.
I mean, we could test this theory. I could buy me a bra and get my chest waxed, and I got some pretty good man boobs going on here, man. I could rock them. I can see it. Yeah, dude, that'd be great for a webcam.
The actual mathematical fact that you're cupping your tits right now.
I find it funny that you realized I was doing that. I pulled my shirt down to tank top level, cupped my boobs together, and looked down. Yeah, I can see that.
Dude, you don't even need material.
Yeah, dude, I can just fucking tape my tits together, dude. It'll be fine. I gotta get a little bit of a wax, though. That's kind of unsightly.
Get a bra and you're done.
Kind of unsightly, but whatever. I mean...
Like, there's so many women. And yes, Sky made the point that the women on fucking streams that just show their fucking cleavage and don't really give a shit, oh, they're fucking... I was going to say evil, but that's no.
No.
They're witches.
They're
Burn 'em at the stake.
manipulative. In its very nature, it is manipulative, because the audience they are going after is the horny fucking teenager, because that's the only fucking... Yeah, exactly. That's the only fucking one that would go for it.
I don't agree with that,
And that
though,
is
to be
a
honest.
problem.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
I know the
I see
problem.
where
And the only way it's going to get resolved is if Twitch makes it so you're not allowed to full screen your cam for a certain amount of time unless you've been given permission.
You are not allowed to show skin.
No.
What?
You can't. No. You
No.
can't. No.
Guys
That...
would not be allowed to fucking take off their fucking t-shirts.
Well, they're not allowed to do that right now, anyways.
Yeah, they're not allowed to do that right now.
They changed
then
that.
why are
TOS,
women?
TOS. No women are taking off their t-shirts.
No, but they might as fucking well.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to think of it this way, though. Twitch, you have to realize that Twitch is a company, right? They're not a community anymore. They went from being a small, close-knit community of a couple
to
thousand
$1 billion
people.
Industry.
Exactly.
They're going to do
They
whatever.
just got bought out by Amazon. You have to realize that if they were like, okay, no men can show skin, no women can show skin, that's enough. We're sick of this shit.
No cameras.
It's not going to get good attention. It's going to get nothing but bad press. Twitch is going to be seen as...
They're going to follow the majority demographic.
Yeah, you also have to... But you have to... Like, yeah, they did the TOS update here a while back. But, like, the entire thing of... Like, I agree with Sky 100% with what his message was supposed to be, which is, if you want... play to your strong points. Play the fucking game. Hustle how you need to hustle. If you have fucking big ass tits and that's how you get your clicks, fucking go for it. I really don't give a fuck. But if you're gonna do that, and then
if you're gonna blatantly do it and almost flaunt it,
it's not even the fact of blatantly doing it. It's the fact that if you do it, and then when someone donates you $5 or donates you $15 for for your Snapchat, or donates you $15 to fill out a boyfriend application, no, dude, that's taking it too far.
That's way
because
over.
Now you have these kids who may or may not be demeaning you in your chat, and you're sitting here responding to them, and you're talking to them, and they're thinking that they could be actually getting a relationship out of this, or who knows, they may think it's a relationship already with them giving you money. Like, I don't know what kids think. 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids, yeah, once again, it comes down to the parents needing to watch what their kids are doing, but at the same time,
like,
I mean, if I get...
Even just, I'll slow you down there, being a Destiny now.
No, because you're not screaming.
Well, that's true. But if you were to, let's say, put a horny white male, 14-year-old in front of a computer, and you gave him 2 giant fucking pair of tits on the screen while watching Twitch, and you then suddenly have one of the parents that walk into the room and see this. 9 times out of 10, that parent will, if they're a good parent, they will say, "What are you doing? Are you watching porn?" or blah blah blah, and the child will make up fucking excuses to whatever the fuck. The parent should be like, "No, turn that off."
No, I wouldn't even go as far as to say that. I would just, fucking...
But even then, we're like we're sitting here going deep in it. Like, we just went through frickin' human history. Like, Jesus Christ.
We're talking human nature.
But it all boils down to what Twitch needs to do. And it's very simple.
I don't, does it boil down to that? Because we have gone through the social aspect of this as well.
But I mean, you also have to realize that Twitch is doing as much as they can.
No,
you have to realize that
they can do a lot.
They can't. They can't.
Yes, they can.
They can't.
Listen, Twitch.tv is a freaking streaming service for video games. If you want to make money for your looks, chatterbait. It's a thing.
No.
That's I have
NFC.
to agree with.
Okay, but no, I have to agree with Kacey Tron on this one though. You're equating having a full webcam or having a large webcam showing cleavage to getting on camera.
I'm not saying large camera. I'm not saying a large camera. It comes to a very certain point when your camera is too big. If you can still see the gameplay, by a certain amount, that's fine. But do not full screen your camera and do all this, here's my cosplay, and just read donations or subscribers. That is not gameplay related.
Yeah, I can realize that.
You should be punished.
No, what the way I think about it is 50-50. 50% camera, max, 50% game, minimum. But at the same time, you can go full screen, not for over 10 minutes. Unless you have a legitimate reason.
Did Total Biscuit acknowledge Kacey Tron's existence? Because I would need to read this. Oh,
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he actually got on and fought for her side.
Yeah, which is actually kind of weird.
Well, I mean,
but that
it was a legitimate point.
Saying.
That's
Kacey Tron's point was because the way Sky did his video is I understood the point. I assume most of you guys would probably understand the point. Is he's talking about the truly manipulative women that stream on Twitch. He's not talking about every woman that streams on Twitch or every woman that streams with cleavage. He's talking about the ones that $10 and you get their Snapchat, $10 and they'll message you, $10 or $15 and you can fill out a boyfriend application. That you can go to My Free Cams or ChatGPT. That is literally torn straight from there. $5 you can get a PM, which is private message. Fucking $10 you can get their phone number or their fucking Snapchat.
That's too much.
That
shit like that is pulling straight from porn websites. That shit is not cool, and that is exactly what Sky was trying to say. Was shit like that doesn't belong on Twitch.
Yeah, I know. And I
play
also
your strong
understood his
points.
point where he kind of stressed the fact that he mentioned two names, or not two names, but two streamers, and he says it's very hard to prove which streamers
Malicious
are doing
intent.
this. Yeah, yeah, exactly, and it's really hard to prove and all that. And I got that. I knew of a lot of just female streamers that do this blatantly. And
Well, I mean, it's because I feel like a lot of the female streamers that are getting into it now, because of the fact that they see the
they're on the
success of
bandwagon
Nee
effect.
Coleslaw
Yes.
and Kacey Tron.
Exactly,
Well, Nee
it's the
Coleslaw and
bandwagon
Kacey
effect.
Tron are two completely different. Like, you have Nee Coleslaw and Kacey Tron, who are trolls, in my opinion. Kacey Tron, fucking
Kacey
biggest
Tron
troll
is-
ever.
yeah.
And I have so much fucking respect for her because I believed her for a while. I thought she was just some fucking dumbass chick who could make money off of fucking having big tits. I don't know. But turns out she's a fucking genius troll, and I don't know, maybe I'll start watching her stream every once in a while. Whatever. Nee Coleslaw, I don't watch her stream. I feel like she got her popularity because of the fact that she gave a fucking lap dance to a teddy bear. But that's beside the point. You have, like, Christy Plays, who is just coming into the thing and literally trying to copy pasta fucking...
Casey
I
Tron.
really shouldn't be name dropping here, should I? Rip.
It doesn't matter.
Who freaking cares?
Anyways, yeah, you have her, and you have a bunch of other ones that are basically just trying to hop on the bandwagon. And I completely agree with Sky's point that, like, Kacey Tron and Christy Plays, fucking Nee Coleslaw, they are... Well, this comes down to the teenage kids that are on Twitch, but they are harmful to the image of what young kids can see women as. Because, like, as you guys know, I'm a humongous fan of Lily Pichu and Luna, Janie, fucking,
They don't need to show tits to
Natsumi.
be popular.
They're all, well, some of them are confident enough to webcam, while some of the other ones aren't.
I know a
Personal
streamer,
confidence-
a Daisy streamer, Smexia. She only streams her face,
Yeah,
and
like,
she's she's super freaking hot.
but
She could easily, change that camera position and get tons of more views. But she has more self-respect.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even say it's a matter of self-respect.
well,
Yeah, okay,
It's
it
also
kind
a
of
matter of freaking
sort of
morals.
is.
But I
Kinda.
mean, like, let's be honest here, though. If you had a way of making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, sitting on your ass playing video games for 8 hours a day, you can't tell me you wouldn't take that.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't do that
it
because
may-
I'm.
Well, no.
How much breast meat would I have to
hypothetically,
put on the line?
hypothetically, right? Let's say for some reason
Jeez.
Twitch has a dick cam, right? And you can just swap your dick out on stream, and you make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year because of that, right? You can't say that. Yeah, okay, you would start out and you'd be like, nah, fuck that, I'm not going to become that. But then eventually you slowly get edged into it, and then eventually you fucking decide for one day you're going to flop your dick out. And fucking your stream blows up, you get 10,000 viewers, you get fucking $5,000 worth of donations that day. And once you start tasting that money, it becomes the entire thing of, while you may be set for a while, you're still going to want to have that income. And eventually you're going to go back to it. Or you'll just continue doing it until the point that you're set. And who knows? Like Sky said, fucking send him a picture, and if you're hot, he'll buy you a car. Motherfucker's got to get money for those cars somewhere, so he's got to continue making videos. Sky is an entirely different point, though, because he's fucking hilarious. So is Kacey Tron, apparently.
It all depends on your self-respect. That's all.
No,
that all-
it comes down to a
literally-
5-letter word. And it's greed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see the
Anybody can
greed.
literally go down to freaking back alley, suck dick for money, make 50 freaking bucks. Anybody can do that. Are you gonna do it? Do you respect yourself that much, Dag?
Yeah, but I mean, once again, you're fucking goddamn it, Em. Once again, I gotta take Casey's point on this. You're equating showing a bit of cleavage or using your assets to sucking dick on the corner for money. I'm trying to think.
But
kind
is
of playing
this an
devil's
asset
advocate.
that you should
Right,
be
well-
leveraging? That's the
Yeah.
question.
It's like,
mean-
where do you draw the line with it? Is it okay for you to, show a bit of cleavage, whatever the fuck? Or is it okay for you to just take off your fucking t-shirt, put on 2 fucking teacups over your fucking nipples, and hey presto, you've got a homemade bra?
Well, I mean, no, but that's not the extent to it, though. Obviously, that shit's not allowed. But I mean,
Yes, but where is the line?
the line is when it goes from being, it's a hot summer day and you have a fucking tank top on, to it's a hot summer day and you have fucking you have leaves on your nipples, covering your nipples, and that's it.
Why do there need to be face cams in the first place? I've never understood that. Like, it doesn't really add anything to the experience.
Because it does.
Sort
Even
of
though
does.
you may not think
It helps
of it,
people see the personality of the streamer.
it makes it more personal for one, and you can see the reactions.
Yeah.
Because
you don't need it. Look at frickin' Lyric.
Yeah, like, but I mean, Lyric is one of those ones that he's fucking hilarious no matter what he does. He has the personality. Not everyone has that personality that Lyric or Soda Poppin', fucking Sky,
TB.
Nightblue, they don't have that personality that they can use. That's why people like Nicole Slaw and Kacey Tron and Chrissy Plays,
Then I get the feeling
they have
that
to
they got into
leverage
the wrong business.
they have to leverage other things besides personality.
Seeing how much money they've made and seeing how most of them have moved more than once, I'm pretty sure they're right in the friggin' right business.
Well, no,
And
TB and Soda Pop and the big fucking streamers, yeah, okay, they're in the fucking right business.
Well, no,
But
Kacey Tron and
Kacey Tron, all of them, they're
yourself.
all making money. Then that's the whole point, that people like, Sky are wanting these people that are doing it, and
for the pure fact of making money.
Exactly.
Not because you wanted to stream your gameplay or you're a comedic genius and you want to fucking fuck with people. No,
but
that's not
the thing.
his point.
If Twitch would just change their freaking their site, then there would be absolutely no freaking problem with what's going on right now.
Change. If you are showing face cam, you are not allowed to show skin.
No.
Because you can't do that, because then you have to realize that did you see the uproar of the last TOS change? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes,
and that was just
And let me go ahead and finish this. I'm just saying, if Twitch would just change their freaking website, if they're going to allow all of this stuff on their website, all of the streamers doing whatever they want, then this should not be a freaking game streaming service.
The thing is
it should be a multi-streaming service.
I got a one-way fix for that. It's called, if you want to show face cam and do that full fucking window webcam shit, go to fucking twitch.tv or fucking Justin TV.
Justin TV's gone.
The thing is, they closed it. They had that entire thing. They had, because of the fact it wasn't making them enough money. Twitch originated from Justin.
That, or if you want to go into full cam, they need to have a freaking thing to pick for that, like a game to pick for that. You shouldn't be able to sit in your webcam and be under a game. I don't know about you guys, but it pisses me off when I go to Twitch to watch a game, and I don't even want to go to like a popular streamer. Sometimes I just want to go to just whatever streamer I can find, even if he has 1 viewer or 10 viewers. I just want to find a good viewer, and I click on freaking freaking World of Warcraft. I go into the WoW tab, and literally the first 10 people are in either full screen or they're in different games. It pisses me off.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you have to. Twitch tried to do something about that, and people blew up about it.
No, they didn't do anything, and
no,
they still don't do anything.
They did try and do something about that. If you were playing a different game in the wrong game, you had an admin come into your channel and be like, "Hey, I need you to change your game, or I'm going to shut down your stream." They did that for a year, and eventually people were just like, "Fuck you. We're just gonna fucking straight up just be douches about it." And so
that's why
I
want freaking Twitch to pair up with Steam, so you can connect your freaking Twitch account to your Steam. So every time you open up a game, it changes your game name.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is Twitch. Like, I love Twitch. I love the guys at Twitch. Everyone at Twitch just seems like they're fucking super cool. But Twitch has been.
They're falling behind.
They're not even falling behind. They're like, they have done some shit in the past, and they're walking such a thin line between like being perfectly fine and just being dogpiled by every
Well,
SJW
here
related
is
organization.
here's okay. I'm putting on my tinfoil hat right freaking
They
now.
shouldn't
Where
be
is it?
fucking scared of that.
Where is my tinfoil?
They have
All
to
right,
be,
there we
though.
go. I have my tinfoil hat on right now. Okay, here we go. Wait, one second. Illuminati.
All right, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and continue. The thing is
I'm getting my Illuminati theme song. 1 second.
that's fine. The thing is, you said that they shouldn't be afraid of this stuff, but
Okay, listen, it's playing.
oh,
okay,
shut up. Okay,
you have to let me
I
finish.
started making my point. Okay,
Okay,
shut
fine.
the
Go
fuck
ahead.
up,
Go ahead.
tinfoil
Go
hat,
ahead,
man.
mate. Go ahead, mate.
I hate bringing this up in a discussion that has nothing to do with this, but look at what happened to Gamergate. You fucked with the fucking social justice side of the internet, and immediately everyone that ever tweeted anything about the hashtag was immediately labeled fucking horrible human being and should probably die. And they were able to get that shit on fucking Fox News and NBC and ABC and MS fucking...
Of course they fucking jumped on it, though. It's like, they'll fucking jump on any fucking reason
Yeah,
to
but
hate
yeah,
on gamers.
You have to realize
Exactly.
that shit was on national fucking news, bro.
Exactly.
Like, that is bad. If Twitch gets on national news because of the fact that they decided to ban anyone from showing skin, that is bad fucking
Okay,
press.
now
That doesn't
let
end
me
well.
finish my point
No,
now that my
go
Illuminati
ahead.
is playing. Okay,
Because
listen, here
it's
we go. No,
Make
shut
mine
up. Here we
female.
go. So, this is my conspiracy theory. Twitch is not going to do done diddly dick about anything because right now their freaking lawyers and all of their freaking company is still trying to figure out, or they're still in the talking stages right now with the freaking Amazon buyout. At this point, Amazon could probably pull out at any moment if they wanted to. So if they piss off, look what happened when they changed their TOS, and look what happened when they put in the VOD muter. It caused a lot of people to go to Hitbox. A lot of people. Hitbox was barely getting 100 viewers on the freaking front page. Now they're getting hundreds to thousands. Even like 5,000 people watching Hitbox. Hitbox is getting more popular day by day. And if they piss off people even more, Amazon could pull out, then Twitch is screwed. They'll have to cut down on servers because they won't have enough money. Then people will go to Hitbox. Then all this other crap will happen. So right now, they're laying low until the buyout is 1,000%. Boom, Amazon. You have to log into your Amazon account to freaking activate Twitch. Illuminati confirmed.
I don't
There it is.
know.
It's kind of a good point.
But at the same time, I'm pretty sure the Amazon buyout's already through, and even if it's not,
I do not think it is, because right now, back when they first announced it, that was the announcement that they said that they were going to buy, but it's probably not on writing yet. They're probably still negotiating. They just did something public. They can easily pull out and be like, okay, never mind. Rip.
I mean, but
and leave.
the thing
That
is
won't
you
fuck
have
Twitch completely.
It would mess up
fuck Twitch pretty much because they added a lot of shit that cost a lot of money, and to go back and take all of that out. No, dude, that wouldn't go over with the user base for one.
Which would cause Hitbox to rise the number to rise in numbers, and it would
even Hitbox right now there's a couple other services popping up out of the works.
Like what?
Namely, there's a service called Beam, and they gained a lot of fucking respect from me.
Beam?
And Beam, yes. It's beam.com. But, actually, if I can find the tweet here real quick.
Beam?
fucking-
What the?
Yeah,
BEAM or BEEM?
BEAM.
Mm.
Beam. Yesterday, when the Twitch apocalypse was going on, obviously someone from Beam was like, oh, oh, no, my bad. The website is beam.pro. My bad.
I was about to say, I'm getting a freaking central vacuum site.
This
Beam.pro,
dude was
here it
like,
is.
oh, when was the last time, or, wow, it seems like Twitch support is down again. When was the last time you saw @Beam to go down? And he was just basically being a douche about it. Well, fucking Beam, the official Twitter account, was like, hey man, everyone has service outages. There's nothing they can do about it. It's probably not their fault. Like, shit like that, they gains a fucking ton of respect with me for the pure fact that you're being a bro of a competitor and like, yeah, fuck Twitch, fuck those guys, they're pieces of shit, come to our service. No, you're like, yeah, everyone has shitty times. Fucking whatever, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be a douche.
See,
and-
I think the main
And
reason
their
right
website's
now,
sexy as fuck, by the way.
yeah, Beam looks pretty cool, but Hitbox, I personally don't like the layout of Hitbox. That's just
No,
a
I
personal
fucking
thing.
hate it, dude.
Yeah.
But like right now, they only have like 70, 50, 30. Like they don't have that many viewers. But another thing is that Hitbox is primarily like EU based. There's not a lot of stuff going on in freaking NA in Canada. Yeah, it's primarily EU based. They have North American servers. Like I can stream perfectly fine to Hitbox, but there's not that many people viewing at all.
Right.
But
Well, the
that's
thing is,
that's why I said I put my freaking Illuminati song on tinfoil hat. If they were to mess up, if Twitch is to mess up again, it would send a ton of people to Hitbox because everybody knows that Hitbox is the second go-to place.
I don't know. I mean, like I said before, Twitch is they've become popular enough that they can't just go and make the old decision. They can't just go and be like, oh, by the way, we're closing Justin TV and we're going to Twitch now. They can't do shit like that anymore. They're walking. For one, they're being bought out, and two, they're popular enough that the fact that they are a top 5,000 company or some shit. I don't know the exact numbers, but they could be walking a very fine line that no one truly understands. They could be. I mean, they're fucking up pretty bad. They have horrible stream delay because of whatever reason. They said they're fixing that. I haven't seen anything about it, but I mean, they could be walking a fine line. Who knows? Who knows? They could be walking such a fine line that if they make one thing wrong, they could go bankrupt. Who fucking knows? I mean, if they fall super far, Amazon's not going to bail them out. Amazon may have bought them out, but I mean, like Bud said, even if the thing hasn't fully gone through yet, which I was pretty sure it had. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought that's why they added the music thing.
Yeah, Twitch is still a really young IPO. They're not good. They don't expect profitability for a long time.
Mm.
So
I mean, if it fucking suddenly crashes and a lot of people start leaving the site, Amazon's just gonna be like, well, fucking whatever. We wasted $1 billion.
no, they'd advertise Twitch up the asshole, and
Think so?
probably yeah.
Yeah, it's Amazon. They would.
But I mean, even
They have more money than God.
Even
Well,
so,
actually,
though.
yeah, I think the Amazon
more
buyout
money than
actually went
TV.
through Twitch. So right now it's up to Amazon now to change any of this. And you know, I don't know.
No,
Wants
at
to
the moment
change
it's
it
not up to
because
Amazon.
You take away the cleavage, you're gonna lose a lot of viewers like completely from the site.
Yeah, but there's a counter argument to that. It's kind of, you remember back on Justin TV, it was kind of like, oh, you can stream anything, and there was quite a few people that did that, the whole fucking cleavage cam, blah blah blah. But even Twitch admitted themselves they weren't profiting off Justin TV, so they switched to Twitch.
They weren't profiting off of Twitch until a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's also what I'm saying. Who cares about freaking cleavage? Go for it, YOLO. I'm just saying
user
I don't
benefits.
want them to go into full screen and
Like,
be a
like
my cams.
yeah, I mean,
I want them to take the non-gaming related content report button more seriously.
well, no, well,
That
the
would
thing
actually
is,
help.
you have to realize that
That's the entire point. That's why that button was invented, and they should be using it more. They keep giving these passes on all of these freaking broadcasters, like they freaking owe them something. And
no,
obviously,
but I mean,
obviously they're making Twitch money, but still, you should still enforce your freaking rules.
I
Yeah,
got a
but I mean,
donation. Time to do a dance.
Exactly.
no, but the thing is, though, like I said earlier, they have to be very careful because the minute, like, it comes back to the entire thing that one wrong mistake can blow up and they can end up on fucking NBC and ABC and they can be painted as fucking a bunch of misogynistic fucking assholes.
And then on the other side, they could
minutes.
go bankrupt.
If they fucking go and, like, let's say they change a rule, right? Or they start taking non-gaming related content seriously, and all these female streamers that spend 90% of their stream in full screen just reading off donations or reading chat, and they start banning them, rip.
There's
They're
not
gonna
gonna-
fucking
that's
not
not
get
gonna
pressed.
happen. That is
nobody's
not
gonna
going to happen.
care.
It is.
People
no,
care about misogyny. They don't care
All
about
Twitch has to do.
cam whores.
All Twitch
Yeah,
has to
but,
do in that case is literally point out, there's the terms of service.
Yeah,
You broke the terms of
everybody's
service.
been
Fuck off.
Exactly. Everybody's been following the freaking terms of service, and this is a gaming streaming service. That's the freaking point.
It's-
And if you
We don't
use
feel
Twitch,
this content fit our message.
exactly, and that's
Yeah.
what they should be doing.
Yeah, but I mean, even at that time though, they can still get that bad press.
They will not get that bad press.
But the last
What-
time they did this, last time they cracked down and made Kacey wear a shirt, they didn't get any bad press. They got some backlash.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got backlash,
From-
but
and
you know,
and,
every
it,
company
and
gets
everybody went back to
backlash.
Twitch. Everybody went back to Twitch. And the thing is how are they going to get exactly flamed for enforcing their own rules that they've had since day one?
I mean, okay, well, let's
Like,
okay,
hello?
let's take
Like
let's
the
take it
rules
this
are
way then.
already there. It's just they're not enforcing them.
Yeah, but
It's
I mean,
it's
let's
like
take
they
it.
have a giant city without a freaking police precinct.
Okay, well, okay, let's take it this way then, right? Where I'm going to use the Ferguson for example, right?
Oh God.
So you have Twitch, which is the cops,
Uh huh.
and you have the female streamers and all of their 15-year-old kids with boners
Yeah.
following them, right? So Twitch shoots fucking Kacey Tron because she's
Where?
full screen too long and
Where?
fucking doesn't matter. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but where?
In the head, faggot. Shut up.
Okay, there's a.
All right.
let him finish his point.
And you know, suddenly everyone that's behind Kacey Tron's like, oh my god, you guys are terrible, you banned her for no reason. They could sit there and be like, well, the evidence is right here that she broke these rules, or you know, we have evidence that this dude tried to grab the gun from the police officer. You really think they're fucking gonna believe that? Fuck no. You're gonna have 20,000 fucking horny 15-year-olds rushing your website and emailing fucking news and being like,
Yeah,
misogyny,
well, that's what,
misogynies.
yeah, that's what the freaking final solution is for. Why do you think God
Nuke
invented
everything?
the gas chamber?
No.
Dag.
All right, that's enough. We're done. End the recording. That's enough. Nope. I'm nope. Okay, we've gotten too trolly. End the recording. We're done.
No,
Dag,
I want
can
to finish
see
on a point that
the social justice warrior point that they made. I can't see that's. I know you and I disagreed with it. The whole gamer
I don't know
thing
why you brought up
that happened
Ferguson.
before, but
Because it makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
this thing you're trying to paint, this parallel is not going to happen. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, that's the exact same thing that I thought about Gamergate, though, right?
Yeah,
Literally,
but I was on the other side of it, and I don't think it makes sense. You have to get the moderates on your side. You're not going to get any news coverage.
Yeah, but
They
I
just
mean,
need to enforce their
all
own
they
rules.
literally did was, everyone that's aligned with this hashtag is a misogynistic white dude that lives in their basement, and they were able to sell that to mainstream media and get it on national fucking television.
Well, partly because they kind of were.
Someone
little
also
bit.
called in a freaking anonymous tip to their local news agencies, and they figured out that the names of the freaking pilots of the airliners was Sum Ting Wong, Holy Fook, and Bang Ding Ow. Do you honestly believe that the freaking media is smart?
Okay.
yeah,
Also,
that's a good point.
There's no such thing as bad press.
Especially
no,
when you're getting
that's
like
a lot of
such thing as
shit.
bad
whole bunch
press.
of Twitch.tv attention, because I don't think mainstream gaming really knows about Twitch that much.
And wow,
No,
I
I'm
can't
sorry,
believe I
that's
remembered the
ever
names
been
in
on
order.
YouTube.
Guys, this whole thing about fucking there's no such thing as bad press, that's a load of fucking shit. Because A, you label someone a racist, that shit stays with them for life.
You label someone a rapist, and it's literally staying with them for life. They will not
Yes.
get another job. Look at fucking Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
It was never proven. It was nowhere near being proven. That motherfucker lost his alma mater.
Okay,
That motherfucker lost his wife and
there
his
are
kids.
exceptions to every rule, but being a rapist and being slightly accused of misogyny are a little bit different.
I mean, let's be honest here. The first thing
Literally
that they're going to
raping
shout
people.
is literally that they're literally raping females on the internet. Let's be honest here. They've shouted
That's
rape at
actually
every other
impossible.
That's not
motherfucking
what they're
thing.
doing.
That
That's
is
what they're
literally
saying.
social justice warriors. Is they're shouting that you're raping me by looking at me, Amish.
No, that you have a caricature in your head that you're arguing with. You're building up the most straw-filled straw man I've
do
ever
I need
seen.
to literally find evidence of these people fucking shouting
I'm
rape?
sure there are 3 or 4 of them, Dag.
No,
but
there are thousands of them, Amish. No, not thousands, hundreds.
there are hundreds of retards in every conversation. You can't pay attention to them,
Yeah,
whether you
there's
agree with them or
always
disagree
an
with them.
extreme.
Yeah, but when they shout so loud, it's impossible to ignore them.
It's
kind of hard.
I do. I ignore them.
Yeah, but when they're able to get a massive amount of people or a massive viewing audience spouting their random baloney bullshit, then it becomes a problem. It's not something you can just ignore anymore.
No, it's part of the free exchange of ideas. They can say whatever they feel like.
Yeah, but when okay, let's do it this way, right? When you have my fucking grandparents who are 84 and 86 years old asking me about why there is someone on the TV painting gamers, which is what they know me as, that's it, I'm just a gamer, as horrible white kids that live in their parents' basement that are fat and fucking hate women, when they ask me why that is, you know there's something fucking wrong.
That's kind of a point.
Yeah, like,
They're gonna paint us that way until they're all dead. That's the thing, though. They've been painting us that way since Columbine.
Yeah, but I mean, that was going away.
No, it's not going away.
It was going
there is
away.
the other fucking point to this. The whole fucking...
Stop.
No. Fucking, what's her name? Sarkeesian. Fucking...
Oh, God.
The whole fucking thing of young white males are treating us like shit. And then you got the fucking cam whores on fucking Twitch. I was like, are you guys, like... that
Also,
might as well be.
Sarkeesian is a sex-negative feminist, so she would probably agree with you with the cam whores.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry,
That's because fucking, I don't know.
That's just
dude.
Go back to what
Fucking-
Giga was saying.
Can we go back to talking about shit that doesn't make us sound like a fucking bunch of misogynists?
I don't care if I say
Literally,
misogynist.
no way that
How
we
many
talk about
feminists does
this.
that take to change a light bulb?
Oh,
Five,
God, you
shut
just
up.
had to do it.
Anyways,
Alright.
literally, no matter what we say about this topic, we're all white guys. I don't think a single one of us has,
All
I'm
white.
black.
except for Giga. He can claim oppression because he's fucking Irish.
Fuck you.
But honestly, I'm being 100% serious. That is the only nationality of white people that can claim oppression, apparently, according to Tumblr. Whatever. I don't fucking make up the rules of SJW-ness and oppression Olympics.
I find it funny that you know everything.
Because I have been on Twitter and I've been around this shit long enough that I've pretty much learned everything. Like I said, I could hold a good conversation if you wanted me to be an SJW. I'm going to be a very extreme SJW, but
Yeah, but
fucking
Do you
whatever.
have any idea what this means?
Go ahead, Em.
Means you are an
You could be a
SJW.
spy.
I'm a spy.
You could be a
have a
spy.
caricature of SJWs
Listen.
in your head that you've cultivated from arguing with A, the most extreme, and B, other people who agree with you.
Let me see.
The thing is,
This is no
is-
fucking echo chamber.
this isn't.
We disagree
You
on
have
a
to
lot
realize
of points.
that I have been in Gamergate since the very beginning. Yes, that is the most extreme of SJW.
Alright, listen. No.
But-
Everybody
no,
shut up.
Em.
Dag.
No, Bud, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up, Em. God.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure I've seen everything that Tumblr and third wave feminism can throw at me. I have seen people that have tried to justify pedophilia. I have seen people that tried to justify bestiality. I've seen people that try and justify them both
They're
at the
not who
same
you're
fucking
fighting
time.
against. You're fighting against Zania Sarkeesian.
No, I'm not fighting against fucking Arnita
Okay,
Sarkeesian. I'm
listen,
fighting
Dan.
against journalists, not telling me when they're having sex with fucking developer B. And I'm not actually talking about Zoe Quinn in this. Fucking, I don't even fucking care. Fuck her. When they're best friends and they're flatmates with developer C, or that this fucking Ben Kuchera, took a $500 laptop to review Dick Sucking Simulator 12. No, fuck no. When you're not disclosing that shit, that's fucked up. And I don't care that, the SJWs are like, oh, you're all misogynists. I really don't fucking care. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. But the fact is that when my grandparents ask me about it, that's the point when I'm like, okay, this has gone too fucking far. You need to fucking stop, or whatever the fuck. I'm pretty sure I've seen everything the internet can throw at me at this point. I at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw,
think we
someone
all
trying to
have.
fucking justify.
You'd be
Like-
You'd be amazed how much you agree with the feminists.
How much I agree with the feminists?
Yeah.
Okay,
How do I
no.
agree with the feminists?
M.
No, I'm
Is it-
actually curious here.
Yeah, but one sec, Doug.
Keep us doing.
There is a difference between a feminist and what we describe as an SJW. They are feminazis. Feminists are fine. They are for equal fucking
Brandy,
rights.
they're fucking dandy.
Feminazis are not. They are male oppression machines. They need to stop.
Okay, well, I'm not now that that's out of the way. I'm curious what M has to say that I agree with Well, yeah, I agree with feminists. I completely took that the wrong way. I am 110% for
Alright.
every message that
Yeah, you
legitimate
have a chance.
feminism offers. I want everything to be equal. Yes, I would be perfectly fine with everything being equal.
Dude,
Same wages.
Listen, there
Anita
are a bunch-
Sarkeesian right now is in Google's Sydney office today. Okay?
Okay.
You can disguise yourself as an SJW. You have a chance. You're the only one in this world that is able to seamlessly transition from SJW to, you. So,
Me?
you got this, mate.
All I have to do is
Backdoor,
throw on some
be the
makeup
spy.
and talk a little bit higher, and I'd be fucking perfect SJW.
And a fedora.
Frizz
Never
my
give a
hair
door.
up a little. No, fuck. What the fuck? No, that would give away my fucking trench coatiness.
Okay, now we've reached the
Okay.
point of too much troll.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's finish off with whatever M has to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I was just saying that, they are not the social justice warrior people that you're describing. The reasonable ones aren't arguing with you. They're arguing with the people
Reasonable?
on Twitter who, instead of said, "Oh, this is unethical," said, "Oh, Zoe Quinn, go die on a cop,
Yeah.
go choke on a dick."
Well, yeah, I
That's
mean,
the
but
people
you-
they're arguing
they're
at,
too
not
far.
you. They don't give a shit
okay,
about
but
you.
that's like literally extreme versus extreme. And
Yeah, but that's
okay, yeah, I realize that they're
so
not arguing
you
against
agree
me.
with social justice warriors. You're pissed off at you, but
I'm
they're
pissed
not
off at
talking
being
to
labeled
you.
a misogynist. No, okay, you know what?
But
I'm
they're
actually,
not talking to you when they
you know
say
what I'm truly
misogynist.
pissed off? You're fucking goddamn right they are. You want to
No,
know why?
they're not. They're talking to the ones
They
who
are,
said,
though. No.
Go get raped in a dye fire.
No, they're not, bro. Because of the fact, okay, you probably know about this. The Gamergate auto blocker. Have you ever heard of it?
Was it a YouTube comment blocker?
No, it's a Twitter blocker. Do you
Huh.
know how many times I've seen somebody retweet something that's asking a question about something, and I know the answer to it, and I'll click on their fucking profile, and you know what I'll see? This person has blocked you from commenting, following, or doing anything related to this, and I'm like, what the fuck? What have I done that got me on this block list? Well, then I looked into it a little bit. Well, let's see. I followed the wrong people. I used the Gamergate hashtag. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a goddamn sin. And I tweeted a couple things about Gamergate. So I'm automatically, grouped in with people that wish Zoe Quinn would, jump on a dildo and die in a fucking fire because she's a witch because she slept with someone. No, fuck you. I'm not that. I don't care.
Well, they're using the same hashtag you are, so how are you going to tell them apart if you're that feminist?
Okay, well, let's see. You can, instead of, grouping every Gamergator together and saying we're all Gamergators, you could say that, you have the reasonable Gamergators and take us off the block list. Or you could just, ignore them altogether. Like
Well, then
they
you should
expect.
have made a reasonable Gamergate hashtag.
Well, the problem
there
is
such a thing?
half the people that, infect the Gamergate hashtag with really retarded shit are trolls or egg accounts.
Gaming ethics, something like that. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. No matter where Gamergate goes, the trolls are gonna follow. 100%.
Well, then
No.
Yep.
don't get upset when they block everybody who's on Gamergate, because if you have hundreds of stupid nerds that are going to say, "Oh, go get raped in a dye fire," and you want to block that shit, then you're going to block it the whatever way you feel
but
like.
the thing is they were like, oh, this is gonna be super helpful for women in gaming and it'll block out all the harassers.
Yeah.
Well, when I am randomly looking through Twitter for people that I might want to follow that seem like they're pretty cool people, and suddenly I click on somebody's profile who seems like they could be pretty cool, and I'm blocked, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It sucks that you got lumped in with them, but
No, it's not the fact that I got lumped into them. It's me and thousands of other people.
yeah.
There are literal fucking, like, it was for the IGDA, which is the Indie Gala Dev something. Indie Gala Dev Arcade, something like that. 3 of their chairmen got blocked by that bot. 3 out of 6. That's 50%. Yeah, they got removed from it. Whatever. You want to know who else I got blocked by that bot? Total Biscuit. Dodger. Jesse
what?
Cox.
How did what? How did
Because I
Dodger
tweeted
get
something
blocked?
about Gamergate.
Seriously?
So
Yeah.
I guess so. It's just a filter to take out GamerGate conversation.
Yeah, it's not a list to block harassers. It's literally blacklisting anyone who has ever said anything about Gamergate
Yeah, but
or follows the wrong
I'm
fucking
confused. I'm
people.
confused.
Or retweets the wrong fucking people.
Is it like a Chrome extension, or was
No,
it built
it's-
into Twitter?
No, it's a bot. Essentially, what it does is this chick named Randy Harper built this really bare bones blocker that if you hit more than 3 points on it, which could be retweeted something from one of the blocked or one of the blocked Twitter accounts, said something about Gamergate, or included hashtag Gamergate in a tweet, or retweet, and I already said that. If you follow, retweet, or tweet something about Gamergate, if you match like 2 or 3 of those, you're put on the block list. And you have to go through a really fucking long, stupid-ass, arduous process to get off of it. And guess what? If you're on it at one point, there's no unblocker. Everyone that it's ever blocked,
how does it affect you?
Because, let's see, I've tweeted about Gamergate in the past, right? I follow Milo, I follow Monday and Matt, I follow Sagar and Avocad, I follow Internet and Crescat. Okay, essentially what it does to me is, like, let's say, I'm fucking, well, Ben Kuchar is a fucking cock end, but he had said something and I wanted to, give him my opinion on it. He was like, well, he said something super neutral. He was like, oh, well, Gamergate has shown its bad side or whatever. And I just wanted to tweet him like, hey, well, there is some good people here. We may not be shouting as loudly as the bad people, but we're still here. And I was blocked. Never talked to him before in my life. Didn't even follow the guy.
But but is it because he is using the bot?
Yes, it's because he used the auto blocker. Yes. I am blocked by...
Okay, I thought it was like a Twitter-wide freaking rape fest.
No, you have to actually download it and use it.
Okay, then whoever using it is just an idiot.
Yeah, but at the same time, there are people that have nothing to do with gaming that have used it, or that have taken from the same database that it takes from. This one auto blocker has spawned the Atheism Plus one, which is supposed to be super positive or whatever the fuck for Atheism Plus. That's actually literally illegal in the UK because it's hosted in the UK. The creators of it possibly are getting sued because of how blanketed it is. It's not like it's specifically targeting certain people. It's literally blanketing. You might not even know what the fuck Gamergate is. You could see someone, or you could Milo, which is a fucking journalist, a very gay journalist who is fucking hilarious, by the way. At New York, go follow him. You could retweet a picture of his cat, and you're on the list. Congratulations. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You retweeted a picture of a cat. Congratulations. You're a fucking scumbag and you're a harasser.
Well, I mean, it sucks, but I don't see what it has to do with anything.
Because of the fact that it's morally fucked up.
Yeah,
I have never once said anything harassment related to women.
Yeah,
or
but
I've
the
never...
voices were loud, so what are you gonna do? I mean...
Okay, that's... Okay, let's take this into a different light then, right? Okay, so... I'm trying to think of a movement that was super fucking peaceful.
Not too many.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, well... Okay, let's just put on my super fucking conspiracy hat. Occupy Wall Street. 90% of the shit that you saw from them was positive. They occupied Wall Street.
Yeah.
Boo. And then you had that one dude who, be it a fucking cop placement or whatever the fuck people were saying, went and put a bunch of fucking heroin needles everywhere and was punching cops and shit. So you have that one dude, right? And literally he fucked the entire movement. Everyone in that movement was, labeled a hippie and a druggie and no good. It's pretty much the same exact thing.
But when you say that Gamergate's more 30-70 versus 99-1, there's a sizable portion of people that are just assholes because, oh, that's what a bitch. She sucked his dick and she got a good review. Fuck women. I see a lot of those Neanderthals.
It's not even anywhere. It's less than 99-1, dude. It's I've seen more positive and, I went from being super pro Gamergate to being neutral because of the pure fact that I had, like, at a point there, I had started to honestly fear what could actually become of this if it became, because of the fact that it was getting so much mainstream media attention. I started deleting tweets and retweets and shit because I don't want, 5-6 years down the road, I've got my game degree and I'm going for a job at fucking Blizzard, and they're like, oh, well, what have you been involved with in the past? And I was like, I don't know, I don't know nothing that much. And they like decide to look through my Twitter or whatever because it's illegal at that point. And they're like, oh, are you associated with Gamergate? Fucking nope, get the fuck out of here. And they kick me out, and that's the end of my job interview.
I don't think that's gonna happen to you.
I mean, let's be honest here. There's been people already fired for fucking associating with Gamergate. So,
well, you can
rip.
You can fire somebody for whatever reason you want. You could fire somebody for being anti-Gamergate or whatever the fuck.
But I mean,
you could fire somebody for being pro-feminism. You could
yes,
fire
I realize
somebody.
you can make arguments for everything I'm saying. Yes, I realize that. Yeah. What I'm saying is when it's coming to a point where there is someone tweeting non-sarcastically that Gamergate is the reason why nerds should have never been let out of a corner and should be continually getting beat into the corner, there's something really fucked up there. And when someone like me, I'm a fucking 20-year-old kid. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but he's not talking about you and your ethics. He's talking about the troll. Again, it's the same thing over and over again.
No, because you're lumping everyone together. Gamergate is one group, and no matter how much people are like, no, we have the people that want ethics, and then you have the trolls. Doesn't fucking matter. They use the same hashtag, and no matter where they go, the trolls are going to follow. So, you have the 5% or the 1% or whatever the fuck is trolls. Full rip. Everyone's a harasser and a misogynist and lives in their mom's basement. And as all nerds who should be beaten into a corner and harassed and just shouldn't be alive. Should all just kill themselves because fucking whatever. I mean, we can sit here and argue this days. We've done it before. We can do it again. I mean, we're not going to come to a conclusion because we both see this from completely different standpoints. I see it from a standpoint of something this simple should not be able to be destroyed by a group of 10, 15, 20 trolls. But I mean, welcome to the internet and welcome to hug boxes. Not shit I can do about it. And I mean, who knows? Maybe 10 years down the road when I get a job at Blizzard, they'll be like, fuck no, you associate with Gamer, get the fuck out. Especially if we lose really badly and that blacklist becomes a thing. It becomes an actual blacklist. Rip.
You lose really badly?
See, this is why I don't go on Tumblr or Twitch.
Twitter just
or
heads you.
Twitter.
Dag, it sounds like you need something. There you go.
Swear to God, if this is not that seal video. Thank you. No, yes, if fucking... I don't think Gamergate's gonna lose. To be honest, if you want my honest to God truth, I don't think we're gonna lose. I'm neutral. Shut up. I don't think Gamergate's gonna lose. Because of the pure fact that the only people that are fighting it now are the super fucking try-hard SJWs. Sarah Butts, Man in Black, those guys. I mean, Sarah Butts needs to just fuck off because she's a dog fucker, but whatever, that's beside the point. Like...
Wait, what?
It's a long story. I'm not gonna say it on fucking video, but yeah. I mean, I honestly don't think because
Giga,
of the fact
what are you even
that
gonna do with this?
Put it up on YouTube.
Fucking edit it a fucking ton.
No,
I'm
I'm not gonna edit it.
Yes, you are.
Where did you
just
start
put
and
straight
where
up.
did you end?
Basically, we've been talking about this, and I was like, man, fuck it, we should record this shit from now on. And Giga was like, alright, and started recording.
Oh yeah, top kick. Actually, no, Giga just turned it on.
Actually, we've been discussing this for like 3 hours.
Welcome to the Four Tards podcast.
I've been recording for an hour and a half.
Pretty much. We go back to the thing of this discussion was brought to you by boobs.
Yep.
And
E equals MC boobs.
E equals MC boobs. There it is.
If you subscribe,
yeah, okay. I think that the discussion has kind of died out now. So
it's just
it died like 3 hours ago.
Twitch.tv/Emesh657.
Twitch.tv/ThatGuyBud.
Twitch.tv/ I'm not gonna fucking name myself. Get fucked.
Watch there be someone.
He's Daggmask.
Twitch.tv/Vegeta FHM.
I hate you, M, so
and you're
much.
on
Edit that out.
already YouTube, so there you go.
I'll flash you my cleavage.
God damn,
sure.
Emesh.
Man boobs.
Don't watch this. We're all retarded. Just,
Yeah.
it's fine.
If you made it this
Too late.
far, I feel bad for you.
If you made it this far, fucking round of applause, buddy. Good job. You sat through the most retarded I think we've all ever been.
No, I don't think we were that retarded. We discussed a lot of meaningless
We
shit.
went pretty
but-
tinfoil fucking hat there for a while, buddy. Well, I went pretty tinfoil fucking
Illuminati
hat there for a while, let's be honest
confined.
here. I was fucking
Illuminati
talking
claimed
like,
my brain.
you know, government hiding cancer fucking treatments and shit. What the fuck was I
we should
thinking?
do a three guys on Emesh defense bio
No, because you don't
laboratories.
you don't give up, M.
I give up.
You do not give up. You
I do not
you
yield.
don't give up until you're sick of talking. You're like, okay, I'm fucking. Just shut the fuck up. I'm leaving.
That's because
You will fight
M
things
doesn't
until
do all
your
the.
death.
It's because M lets you do all the talking until you're like, you just can't talk anymore, and he's just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And then he's like, but I have this one point that shits on you. Good luck, nerd. I'm like, well, wait a minute here.
oh, wait a minute.
I
Let me-
like how
let
we
me
got our
Google
ending
this
and
really
Giga
quick.
still hasn't fucking.
I let you
He hasn't
set
stopped
them up, and then
recording.
I knock you
Yeah.
down. This might.
I probably should. We're going
Strategy.
super troll now. Okay,
Yeah,
that was the
we're
video. Hope you all enjoyed it. And if you're still listening, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Have fun with the
Um,
ear cancer.
Yeah, have
Bye.
fun with the ear cancer.
I
right,
weep for the
yep.
human race.
Done.
Say goodbye and mean it.
No, fuck you.
Bye.
Bye.